Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most.
.org. It's short for virtuous. Not virtuous as in they're better than everyone because they're attracted to children, but virtuous like having moral standards and a sexual orientation that they have no control over, like the rest of us. Before you get all worked up, I'm talking about not child molestation or rape. It's the sexual attraction to children. It's a paraphilia. There's a link to more information about it in the description. Videos I've made in the past explaining the kind of human diversity and development. Molestation and rape are different. These are abusive actions that often have nothing to do with attraction. Many child abusers are actually sexually attracted to adults, but they act out on children. Meaning you probably don't object to pedophiles because you're compassionate and rational, but you may loathe child molesters and rapists because they violate people. I personally try not to judge either.
Don't try to judge either. So this woman has a PhD, Dr. Lindsay Doe, who has now amassed more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube, calling herself a sexologist, teaching sex edutainment on her channel, Sexplanation.
This will probably be my most controversial opinion ever. And again, I'm going to preface that I don't believe it's all women. No, not even close. But I believe it's women that are the root of the problem. Women in modern day culture, in modern day society, women are the root of, in my opinion, most of the shittiness, the root, right? The root problem of pretty much all the shittiness we have in culture right now, right? This is the people you push, right? Those type of characters. Okay, then you have men that are in women's spaces. The whole thing, in my opinion, the destruction of the dating market, right? The changing of feminism to not equality but domination over men. The divide between men and women. Pushing men to be in women's sports, women's spaces. It's just honestly. This is the thing where I personally believe, and like I said, not all women, not even the majority of women, I'm not saying that, but if you think of practically any problem, you can trace it to being a woman, right? To being women that pushes that problem, right? That created that problem in general. Again, I'm not saying all women, but I see, it's just, you name it, right? The idea to soften, right? Soften or make it acceptable of being attracted to, is led by women, right? It's led by women. And it's like the whole thing about, we need to all accept the alphabet people, right? We need to recognize and accept them. And it's like have them in your life. It's just all these things that I feel like that's wrong with society. Even children, right? The misbehavior of children, the rise of single motherhood. I name it. In my personal opinion, right? You name a problem in modern day society, you can trace it and link it to women. Pushing it, creating it, advocating for it. And I don't know. We don't have enough women standing up to it, right? Just like, the one that's from that clip, right? We don't have enough women standing up for it, fighting against it. Because again, men can't, right? In the sense that men can't because they will now be labeled as whatever. This is the thing where now men are scared to be labeled anything bad, right? Men are because honestly, I think women rule the world or rule social society more than people think. So a lot of men are afraid to speak out, and that's the thing. I don't know. I think this is disgusting and just tiring. I just say that there's not enough good women that are willing to speak out against the toxic women out there. But
sir,
yeah.
Did you say that my daughter is rude?
Yeah, I did. She gave me the finger.
Well, I wouldn't have done that if he wasn't being a slow asshole.
Are you serious, Amelia? Well, listen, whether she gave you the finger or not, then maybe you should have gotten out of her way.
Yeah, I know. I'm old. I'm kind of slow.
So that means that you get to tell her she's rude?
Well, she's rude. She's rude.
But she's not rude. She's only 7.
Well, I thought she was being rude.
But were you in her way?
Probably.
So don't you think that maybe you don't own the store just because you're driving a cart? I think that you think all this is funny, and it's not funny, sir.
Well, I'm her elder, and she needs to show me a little respect.
Well, maybe you need to not think that you own the store because you're driving.
I'm sorry, we gotta call this out, right? It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, a father or a mother, right? This is terrible parenting, right? And the hypocrisy, saying that, oh, he doesn't own the store. So how is it in your way then? Because you don't own it. You don't own the store. No one's in your way. Just move out. Move away. The continuous hypocrisy that it's like she said he has no right to call her child rude. Yet her child has a right to, one, stick the middle finger to this man, and then also call him an asshole. This is absolute disgusting parenting. My 12-year-old knows better than to curse. 12-year-old. So a 7? This is like absolute disgusting parenting right here. Absolutely disgusting. And this is the problem, right? Where we have kids, like, I don't know if you heard, like a while ago, where kids they beat to death an elderly person. And this happens a lot. There's no respect for the elder. And then you wonder why these kids also don't respect their parents. Because you teach them to not even respect their elders. Why would they respect their parents? Because you enable their disrespect towards people. So you'd be surprised that they have that disrespect towards you. It is absolutely insane. I'm sorry. Like, I know plenty of great mothers out there. But this is the thing where we are painting a one-sided picture and thinking that because it's a woman, because it's a mom, she's automatically a good parent. And that is BS. BS, because things like this. And we don't call it out enough. We don't call this out enough because we enable this. We assume women are angelic, so we don't call out the BS of a lot of women. Because I'm sorry, enabling women like this is why that kind of woman can enable her child to be so disrespectful, to be so toxic, already cursing, right? Already disrespectful at 7 is insane to me. I'm sorry, what has happened to teaching our kids morality, right? This is why, right? Where we're surprised that women become single moms because they themselves are immoral, or they themselves don't respect themselves nor they respect others, so they make bad decisions. And this is why I've said this countless times before. It don't matter about your gender, your orientation, even your race, right? There are good and bad people in everything, right? So that's why I think we just focus on morality, focus on character, right? Because this is BS. I don't prop up anybody, right? I don't make anyone holier than thou. No one's better than the other person, right? But this is the thing where we just forgot proper teachings of our kids. We did. And now I believe we are ruining the next generations. I think every subsequent generation is getting worse and worse. It is.
Jennifer Gilbo riding in Joelle Mahmoud's car when out of nowhere she appears to snap, lunging at the Uber driver, dousing him with pepper spray. Joelle picked up Jennifer and a friend on West 46th Street, but when they got to 65th and Lex, things quickly went south early Wednesday morning. Joelle insists he hadn't said a word to the ladies. The other passenger appears just as stunned.
Done what?
Repeatedly asking her friend why she was doing this, Jennifer would only say, "Get him out." In the first few seconds, Joelle tells me he tried to get out, but his seatbelt was on. Police did arrest Jennifer. She's charged with assault and now has a lawyer who at this point is not commenting.
I think that's the result of built just your persona as a man-hater, in my opinion, but there's no substantial evidence of that. But here's the thing, right? What I want to say is that I will always stand 10 toes down on. It doesn't matter your gender, right? It doesn't matter your gender, your race. You're not born abusive, toxic, a bad person, right? Because the narrative, men are evil, women are good. That is the ridiculous of it. It's just you are a person with poor characters, with no morality, right? You are just a terrible person. Doesn't matter about your gender. So really, it's just these things show you proof that it's not men are violent, women are violent, whatever. It's that people are just terrible, right? there are just terrible people out there, and that's what I want to break the stigma of. Oh, because I've seen videos of women saying, oh, men are just abusive, naturally toxic, all that stuff. No, they're just terrible people out there. So, you know, things like this, we see it time and time again, okay? It doesn't matter your gender. There are bad people everywhere. That's it.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Let's go upstairs. Come on. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
That is absolutely heartbreaking and disgusting. We need to break the stigma or the narrative that women are naturally or always the good mom or always the we have a stigma that, you know what, mothers can do no wrong, right? And we all know that's not true, right? It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's just your character. It doesn't matter about your gender that makes you suitable to be a parent or a good person. This is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. That child breaks my heart, which I'm going to show her reaction, the child's reaction in a little bit, but it's utterly disgusting. I don't know who this is, right? I just came across it and it just literally made me cry. It made me cry. It did. Because I hope to God that this man takes his child out of that household and absolutely takes full custody of the child, because that woman does not deserve to be a mom. She does not deserve to be a mom, because that toxicity, I cannot see any reason to be that toxic, that disgusting to a little child. And what that child does, and like what she says, which I'm going to show, is just heartbreaking.
You didn't do anything wrong, baby. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? Come here. You did not, listen to me. You didn't do anything wrong at all. You did not do anything wrong, okay? You did not do anything wrong at all.
The innocent child said that tomorrow she wants to apologize to her mom. I can't believe it. Some people just really don't deserve to be parents. They really don't. They really don't. You know, this is why I've said this countless times. I'm in big support of women, people wanting to stay single and childless for the rest of their life, because honestly, a lot of people do not deserve, do not qualify, do not understand the responsibilities of having a child, what it takes. This is utterly heartbreaking. It really is. And this is why, again, I want to break the stigma that, you know, we constantly put a narrative on certain genders. We need to stop that. We really do, because you see it, like a lot of situations where, you know, the government, the court system, they will always gear towards women most of the time. Okay, not always, but most of the time, just because there's a mom. No, it doesn't. Right? It has to be the worst of the worst of the worst for the court system to think otherwise, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting that we just can't take gender out of it and just look at the merits, look at the evidence, right, and see what is truly best for the child. Because not necessarily being with a mom is best for a child. Not necessarily being with a father is best for the child, right? So, this is just, it breaks my heart.
Really, what I think people should be like looking into is white people's fascination with black trauma.
Ooh.
That is, to me,
Talk to us.
is very bizarre, because
Black people are also fascinated with black trauma.
that makes more sense, because it lands and it resonates. White people are fascinated with black trauma because it's exciting to them, because it's over there.
Okay.
But they can get close enough to experience it, but guess what? When it gets a little too real, they go,
Here's my controversial thought. He's race baiting. Because here's the thing. If you look at our society, people love drama. People love chaos. People love to watch a car crash. Plain and simple. It's like, you think baby mama drama is only for black people? I mean, you think people arguing out in the streets and fighting each other is only a black people thing? No. It's like there's no drama, no bad mark on a society that other people don't go with. Like, other races experience cheating, experience infidelity. They experience exactly the same. This is the thing, right? This is why I say it's race baiting. Because we always got to make things a distinction, race. Is it only black people that they, you know, go through deadbeat dads? Is it only black people that they go through abusive partners? It's like, seriously, do you not forget the Jerry Springers of the world? Like, I'm pretty sure white people love that. I'm pretty sure black people love that. I'm pretty sure plenty of other races love that. They were watching it. People, I would say this, right? I would more question our fascination of drama, of car crashes, of watching the drama, the chaos that people are going through. I mean, it's like we really love, you know, just the drama of life, which is, I think it's sad, you know, because we're so fixated on, wow, that's so crazy. But it's not really a race distinction, because again, how could it hit hard? Do only, like I said, do only black people know, you know, deadbeat dad issues? It's like, you name, right, a problem that's in a culture, other people also experience it, right? Most, I mean, like, please name to me a problem that other people haven't experienced. Hell, you can name slavery. Most cultures, in their background, has had it. Okay, now again, please name a drama or whatever that only one culture and only one culture only has experienced, because I can't think of any, right? But this is the thing where I hate this divide that we are trying to paint, that we're trying to make. Oh, there's black drama, there's white drama, there's Asian drama. There's drama, right? It's like, I see people being pulled out, you know, to the streets getting beat up because of cheating. I'm pretty sure you think that, oh, is it only black people? No, there's plenty of races that do that shit. Plenty of races experience drama. It doesn't make the color of your skin does not afford you certain particular drama. It's like, it's ridiculous that we constantly perpetuate this divide between each other. We're all human beings, right? It's like, I don't know, it is tiring, and it's certain people that I believe that they benefit from the divide, and it's tiring. I wish that we all just see ourselves as human beings, right? We are very similar, then we are different, and our differences is not that deep. But let me also really make a distinction. I said drama, but it's trauma too, right? Every group of people have experienced trauma, and really trauma it's really not that different. It's really not, right? I really think that you cannot name a trauma that one group experienced and the other groups haven't. Please name it to me, right? Help me out. Name me some. That would be helpful. Because, like I said, as a human race, we've all experienced similar to exact same traumas, right? Like I said, right? The traumas of single motherhood, their single fatherhood, deadbeat dad, deadbeat parents, infidelity, I don't know. You name it, right? Fighting each other over crazy disputes. Okay, it's not race specific.